Today we're going to be writing equations. We did writing expressions before, so now we're writing equations where we will have an equal sign. It doesn't say to solve it, so we're just writing them. There are 6 problems in this section, but I'm only going to do the first 4. The last 2, I forgot, require 2 equations, which we'll get to another time. So for now we're just doing ones that require 1 equation. So when I do this, I read my problem and then I go left to right. So 7 times the number squared is 5 times the difference of k and m. So if I start off 7 times the number squared, so I have 7 times some number, that number is squared. So again, I just went left to right. 7 times the number squared. The word is tells me where the equal sign is. And then 5 times the difference of k and m. So difference means to subtract. So I went to do 5 times k minus m. So since I want to multiply 5 by the whole difference, I need that k minus m to be in parentheses. Otherwise, it would just be 5 times k rather than 5 times the difference of k and m. So that's my problem, and again, you don't need to solve it. Number 2, 15 times a number, so it's 15n, subtracted from 80. So for subtracting it from 80, that means that 80 has to go in front. A way to think about that is if you had 15 subtracted from 80, that's 80 minus 15. So it's the same thing. I see the word is, so that's my equal sign, and 25. 2 plus the quotient means divide, of a number in 8, so that means n divided by 8. So when we're dealing with quotient, you have to put it in the order that they tell you. So a quotient of number in 8 means number divided by 8. And it is the same as 16. You could also switch this around because typically we like the variable to be written first. So if you wanted to write it like this, that's fine. Some people also use a division symbol instead of this line, which is fine as well. Okay, the last one we're going to do, number 4 on the next page. A jelly bean manufacturer produces 1,250,000 jelly beans per hour. How many hours does it take to produce 10 million jelly beans? So in math, per means multiply. So this tells me 1,250,000 times hour, because it says per hour, equals 10 million. Now, anytime you have a problem like this, where they're actually talking about real objects and it's more of a story problem, you need to do what's called defining your variable, which just means tell me what your variable is and what it stands for. So we used H in this one that stood for hours. So we always want to do that anytime we have a story problem. It helps the reader know what it stands for if you're having someone else read your problem. And it also helps you if you were to solve it, you can go back and say, okay, what did H stand for? Hours. So I know my answer would be so many hours. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to email me.